Welcome to the well, kind of last week could have been the first one, the chat. But we reviewed long haul, just long haul, and this week we're going to be doing a bunch of different stuff. We're going to talk about last weekend's races. There was a couple of races. Then we got some upcoming races this weekend, and then we have a bunch of guys on here that are going out to run Black Canyon. And we are going to I'm going to break down the course for them since I've been out there a bunch of times. Running. What did Scott? We got two more people joining us. Scott Hoover can't figure out how to use Zoom, so we're waiting for him to get in. And Marty Miles with Marty's going to be joining us in a second. Whenever he's traveling on the road, so he's going to jump in when he gets to his hotel. But we got right now we got Bobby Joe with us and ultra runner in Florida, and she is full of knowledge of racing. She loves the stats. We got Craig Betts. He is the brainchild behind the Joseph Fuller Memorial. Are we holding off on that?
No. I'm saying it's right there.
Oh, it's right behind him. The Joseph Fuller Memorial Aid Station corner at Long Haul.
Complete with black cat. So not at the race though.
Is that a real black cat?
That's my cat. Yeah.
Is it real?
I can go get my water. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, it moved. It moved. I can see it. And Craig is a Western States finisher this year. He finished it in 2020. Well, last year in 2024. So he had a good race. And then we got Aaron. How do you say your last name?
Roshan.
He's new to the ultra sport. He's come on strong, running a ton of races, including long haul last weekend. The Just Survive at the beginning of January. You were fourth overall there. And then his list of races, he's doing Death at DuPuis next weekend, the weekend after Black Canyon. You can go on and on. He's got Tahoe 200 on there. The Trident
200 after Black Canyon, and then I don't know, Skunk Ape the weekend after that, and then I don't know. It's comical. I do Heiner 50K. I'm doing a 30K in Illinois. It's stupid.
I've been hanging around Luke Vidal too much.
Yeah, I have.
What brought you into it? What?
My wife was pre-diabetic, so she started running around the block, and she signed up for a 5K and asked me to run it with her, and I did, and it was kind of fun. And then we were running around a baseball stadium, and I thought it'd be more fun. We were into hiking to run on trails, so I started trail running. Like, I didn't know it existed, and then kind of just went crazy from there.
Jeez. Well, welcome to the sport.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, question: have you read Born to Run yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not finished that book. I got halfway through and
Fell
put it
asleep.
down.
And now we got joining us from his hotel. Where are you at, Marty?
I'm in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Now, are you going back home before you go down to Death at DuPuis?
No, I came here just so I could jump on 95 and not have a 550 mile.
Good deal. All right, we're still trying to get Scott Hoover cannot figure out how to get on Zoom.
Technically challenged.
Oh, he has to download the app. Someone texted him telling me he needs to hurry up. I think he does have to download the app. So you got Marty with Miles with Marty, the podcast. If you have not listened to it, Marty does an awesome job interviewing people. This past week, you did the rep from Mount to Coast, which was great. He talked about the shoes, pretty cool new company coming on the scene for ultra running for shoes. What do you got coming up, Marty?
Well, I've got Pam Reed coming up next week, and the second place guy from Long Haul, James Ebert, coming up real soon. And then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like a team or a buddy interview with two guys that are buddies, Tyler and Shay. I don't know if y'all know them, Tyler Smith
Oh,
and
Tyler
Shay.
had a heck of a race going sub
Oh, okay.
24.
Yeah, Shay just won, just survived 125
Yeah.
and set the course record. And he's also running DuPuis this weekend. And Tyler crushed his first 100 with sub 24, like a 23 and change. And so I'll be talking to both of them at some point, if not next week, early the following week. And then I'm going over to the Raven week after next, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Or
Yeah.
2
Bobby
weeks
Joe,
from
you're going up to the Raven, right?
Yep.
So you guys got your hands full up there crewing.
Yeah, it'll be fun though. Watch it to see how the heavy hitters do it.
Yep. Hopefully we don't do anything that messes the race up.
Right.
That's the nervous part when you crew people who know what they're doing.
Well, here's the deal. If you mess up, you got about a minute and 40 seconds before
Yeah.
you can fix what you did on the previous
Right.
lap as they make it
Well,
on.
when I crewed Zach, it was so easy because he has his table and his nutrition is the most dialed in of anybody I've ever known. But so he had everything. You just handed it to him and he gave it back to you on the way back. But there was no questions. There was no what do you need, what do you want, and he ended up getting injured. And I remember helping him with the chair, and I'm like, okay, if you were a normal person, I would try to give you advice. I would try to ask questions. He's like, I'm not putting that on you.
Yeah.
Let him tell Zach Bitter to, oh yeah, keep going, buddy. I think you got it.
How was he going? He was going for, and
For
what race
24.
was that?
That was at the Stinger.
The
He
Stinger.
was trying to get on the US 24 team. He hasn't been able to figure that distance out, the 24 hour. He's got 12 hours
He
down.
just go fast on the 100-mile.
Yeah, he can't slow down. He like literally cannot slow down, and that's what he needs to do to get on the 24 hour.
Yeah.
But he did have a hamstring strain that day that he got one. That's what happened to him. But and then he's only done 124 hour, and I think he only had like 136 miles or something like that. So I say only
100. Yeah, exactly.
but not enough to make the team.
Oh, he stressed me out at 6 days at the Dome because I was trying to stay out of his, because he lapped me like every 4 laps he was lapping me. So I was constantly looking behind just to see how quick he was coming, so I would move a lane over to let him blow through. And hey, we think we might have Scott Hoover. And he was just blowing through, and but then he completed a 100-mile, but I think he had to go to 12 hours in order for it to count. So he had to go a couple more loops, which was pretty amazing. He's just incredible. So I like you figured it out. Should we do the slow clap for him?
Welcome, Scott.
All right, so we're gonna talk.
He looks a lot taller online.
So we're gonna talk about this weekend. We had the big race. We had the Monroe Cross. What are they? They had is it the 50 miler and
50K
and
and
17K. So Scott, you ran the 50K.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You got second in the 50K, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else in here run that?
Training run.
Yeah.
Did you do the 50K or the 50 mile?
What's that?
I thought Marty was saying he was in it.
No, I was saying it was a training run for you, or it would have been a lot closer, right?
Yeah, I don't know. The guy probably still would have got me. He was from New Hampshire. He was a mountain runner.
Speedy, huh?
Yeah, he was. Even if I would have called him, he would have probably just left me.
Peter Christopher.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out to the RD. She's under the weather tonight, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to have Diane on with us, and she wasn't feeling good. She went home early from work today, or made it through work, and then she's home. So hopefully she's getting better at home, or getting some sleep. So
yeah, they did. That's a great race. She did good job. Everything was organized. They had, I mean, it's on a paved trail. And it's pretty flat, but there's some turns here and there, and anywhere you had any question, there was signs and stuff. So it was pretty good. They did a really good job. They had good aid stations, had everything you needed. I was really
Basically,
happy.
it's like basically we used to refer to it as the winter
Winter
PTC.
PTC.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
PTC is a little bit easier because it's just a straight line. This one here, I mean, at least the 50K, we basically you go halfway around that lake.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and there's a couple Allenbacks and like mile 25, you hit a bridge that kind of, and it got hot that day. It wasn't hot, but it went from 40
Not
to
PTC hot.
70. Huh?
Not
Yeah.
PTC hot.
No, not even close.
Scott, I love how you say this is hard because I've seen your time that you posted for this, and there are people who can't do a marathon that fast. So
Yeah, me.
a 408 25.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. What's
That's
that?
pretty good. I mean, okay, and this is the funny part. So I'm running with this guy, and we're running like really fast. And I'm like, I didn't go in there to do that. I just wanted to run like 8 pace. And he said the same thing, and we're running a lot faster than that. And I had to go to the bathroom, so I jumped off, went to the bathroom. He got a little bit ahead of me, but I kept catching him. So we got to that aid station, like mile 12, and I just sat there for like 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, get away from me, because there's a big overpass there too. And so I just let him get away because I knew he was going to beat me up.
That way you weren't mentally keep trying to chase him and burn yourself
Yeah,
out.
because we were just doing this for 10
Well,
miles.
he's got the course record now.
Oh, yeah.
So, and
Could
then
have been
before it was 407, and now it's 352.
Well, if Peter's listening, come back next year. Let's do this right.
Oh, so Peter did get the course record, and you are a minute behind the course record.
I was like a minute behind, but hell, there's a crosswalk out. Jen was pacing me, and we got to that crosswalk, and I swear we sat there for 5 minutes, and it killed. When I started going again, I was already ready, nauseous, and it wasn't good. If I just could have kept going, I would have got under that and probably been in better shape. But that stop really messed me up because it was a while, because it was too huge. I don't know the roads. It's like 1792. It's like 6 lanes, and the light was forever, it seemed.
Man, you guys, a couple Kellen Law has the fifth fastest time, and he was 4th. Rob Conwell, he was 3rd. He has the 4th fastest time. So you guys kick butt in that 50K. You guys
we had the good weather too. It was 40 degrees, but it did get warmer. It was still cool, but when you're running at 40 and it gets to 70, that changes things a little bit.
Yeah. You got it. Did you witness any of the 50 mile?
Yeah. Actually, I seen the top runners, and the guy who won, his name's Aaron. He's real cool. He's all over the place. I've seen him up in Georgia racing. He's from Orlando.
Do you guys all start at the same time, or is it?
No, the 50 milers started 50 milers point to point.
Oh, okay.
So they start way out. They have to get out there like 40, 50 miles away, and they run back in. The 50K starts at the finish line, and the 17K, 50K and 17K starts together.
Okay.
And then 17K goes out like to the first aid station, turn around, come back, and we keep going till you hit the overpass in Osteen. And then there's an aid station out there, and you turn around and you go all the way around over the bridge where the old power plant is, and down the river walk, I think they call it, a couple miles, and then back to the finish. So it's a cool race.
Now this is in
push cart.
DeLand, is that right?
What's that?
Is that in DeLand?
It's DeBerry, yeah.
DeBerry.
Enterprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does something. I knew it was does.
It's a cool
and
spot.
The female winner for the 50 miler, that's her only thing on Ultra Sign Up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jordan
I just seen like
she's
3
a kid,
people.
27 years old.
Jordan.
I only seen 3 people in the 50 miler, and Aaron was one of them. I seen him like 3 times because we did out and back, and I passed him on the way back out. Because by then he's going pretty slow. But
now, did our pal Andy Matthews run that race with his buggy?
He did. He was like 3rd from last, I think. He pushed.
He was pushing a stroller with a Gatorade cake in it. I seen him when I was going to look. I lost the headphone. I went out looking for it, and I seen him. He was coming.
He must be getting ready
for the. Is Andy training for the
118.
118.
Yeah, the lost
Lost
Jordan.
118.
The girl
Hard
Jordan
pass.
is she's a PTC veteran.
Is she?
Yeah, she came in 13th last year.
Was that the one? Is that the one?
Oh no, wait a minute, never mind.
No, Jordan.
That's Aaron.
Yeah,
My
Jordan only has
bad.
one.
Clicked on the wrong name. Ignore me. Aaron came in. Jordan, she's the only, that's her only result.
Let me see. I want to see. Yeah, Andy's not signed up for 118. Lost 118.
Well, he's doing something because he was
been
pushing a
talking
stroller
about
with
it.
a Gatorade keg in it.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
got another one of those solo things he's doing.
Well,
like
I hope
when
he's
you
not
did.
pushing a cart on his next 100 mile. That's the Skunk Ape 100-mile endurance
He has,
run.
he has like Denali coming up, and then he's doing that Cowboy 200, right?
He's got
I was
the,
gonna
he's
say
got the-
Cowboy 200
yeah.
might be.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't.
he might be
No, you
doing-
can't. Cowboy
He's doing
200
Val
trail.
State. Can you
Oh,
push
is it?
a cart in Val State?
No, they don't recommend it, but technically it's not against the rules. But you're on such narrow highway that it's just really dangerous the whole time.
And he's not pushing a cart for the Cowboy 200. He's got Joe Miller's going to crew him out there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's trail too.
Yeah.
The Cowboy 200 is.
Maybe he just wanted his water with him.
Yeah, we talked about the Cowboy 200 2 weeks ago. Like, there's a whole group from Florida going up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it was a-
I'm
running.
super jealous.
it's a stupid idea. I don't know who would do it.
Luke's
Craig,
done
are you on there?
Greg, are
Yeah.
you in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course I am.
What's the date of
I
that?
saw
September?
Nicole was in it. How is Nicole
September.
doing
It's
with
September
with her
22nd.
calf?
Well, so Nicole she's doing okay. She's probably going to be out for about 6 to 8 weeks is what she told me. So nothing serious, nothing broken, but yeah, she probably like she got to the start of long haul and within a couple miles she knew she was done. So I felt really bad for her, but she did she went to the emergency room the day after, like on Sunday, and there was nothing, like there were no blood clots or any issues. So
Compartment syndrome, isn't that
yeah.
what they said it was?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
So
Poor thing.
All right.
So
All
she'll
right,
be
what
ready
else
by
happened
then.
this
What's
weekend?
up?
What else happened, man?
You had Mountain Mist. Your James Ebert went back-to-back weekends. He did Mountain Mist.
Oh yeah, I know this other guy I follow, Schneekloth, Martin Schneekloth. He's a YouTuber. He ran it too,
We got
like his 12th time. One of my past guests, Bob Waters, who was a Southern States finisher last year.
Yeah.
He and his family always run it. They ran it. His son, I want to say, placed in the men like second or third.
That's up in Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, the first two, the men, they're in 20 to 29 age group. There's a lot of the fourth places too.
That race has been around since 1995. Did they call it like one of the oldest 50Ks in the South?
Don't know.
I know that community is very loyal. It's similar to the Florida Ultrarunning Community.
Yeah.
They're very tight knit group over there.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of them when I ran Lake Martin 2 years ago.
The women's course record was set in 1997 and hasn't been broken since.
Oh, wow.
They haven't had anyone since break the top 10 since 2018. Well, it could have also been a course change.
Is there, I wonder if there's a low count for females that register for it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking
426 finishers. There's a lot of people in that race.
it does say 427. Holy crap. That's a big race.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't see. Doesn't list just how many women.
What did
Yeah, so 103 women finished.
what did James do? I saw it on there the other day.
James Outland. Who are we looking for? James.
James Ebert.
That's right there.
He was 54th. That's a week removed from long haul. A lot of you guys are doing back-to-back races.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Talk about that soon,
or put in a weekend
huh?
in
About
the
back to
middle.
back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. And we talked about it earlier. I looked at his ultra sign up, all his races he has coming up. So and then we got to talk about the Arrowhead 135.
All right. They're done, right?
Yeah, I think they're all set.
Yeah. So our friend Hot Chocolate got 37 miles, and he said the powdered snow is a lot like running in sugar sand, but you're pulling your sled though. I mean, maybe they should do that at Immolation now and make people start dragging a sled behind them.
I want to ask him because did anybody listen to his wrap up or his live feed?
I listened to a big part of it till he started waxing philosophical, and then I
Oh, so what I'm curious about, he talked about going up the uphills, pulling the sled. What do you do on the downhills? He said
that was one thing that he mentioned, that he when he was going downhill, that it would slide down and hit him in the back of his Achilles.
Yeah, stay behind the sled is probably what you need to do.
Or can you?
I could ride it down.
Yeah,
I don't think they gave him any lessons in that.
That's what I was
So
wondering.
the
Can you ride the
results.
sled down the hill?
I'll find some room on it.
Yep, respect to him for signing up for that, but I put that right there at the top of my list of one of the races that I am not interested in.
No, never.
No, thank you. I like it cold, but
Looks
not
like
that cold.
it looks like if I'm looking at the right thing, the first mail was 35 hours.
Yeah, I can't see the results.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing any results. I got it popped
it's
up.
on their website. You gotta.
I
But yeah,
know.
they've only, but yeah, first male was 35 hours, 47 minutes. First female, 48 hours, 45 minutes.
And they
So-
separated them into veterans and rookie.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
they say the dude who won's from Washington State.
Yeah, I know Ray, the guy that's like the veteran of it, that's done Badwater a bunch. He took close to 48.
48.
Yeah, he was like 47 and change, I want to say.
I'm curious about these on their website, looking at the top performances. Those times can't be right. Or it could be a different course.
Well, like I think this one has a summer and a winter court race.
Yeah, but
Oh.
11 hours and 43 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
no way.
135 hours now.
Yeah.
They have different
135 miles
distances.
in 11 hours.
Maybe 100K.
That's why you got to ride the sled downhill. That's how
That's
you get that PR.
There you go.
Oh, I know what it is. I think they have
Wow.
I think they have a skiing division. I think that's probably what it is.
Well, yeah, because when you go to results, you've got bike, foot, kick, sled, and ski.
Bike.
Yeah.
But
That's
still
Right
bike.
now, I'm out if I'm racing against somebody on skis.
Yeah. Yeah. Bike, Diane's looking it up for us. She said 135 on the bike.
Skiing uphill don't sound any fun, or biking uphill.
None of
Yeah.
it. Nothing in the snow sounds fun at all. So
Except for skiing. I did.
no. I had to do that as a kid growing up in upstate New York. Skiing was part of our phys ed program.
Oh, was it?
So I would accidentally wear a skirt to school with nothing to change into. And oops, I can't go outside now.
I love it. I had my girls up in the snow this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. They look
So
cute.
we enjoyed it. So, all right. So what do we have coming up this week? We got two big races in Florida. You got Forgotten Florida. You got Death at DuPuis. You got Rocky Racoon going on. Which one do we want to tackle first?
There's a Rocky Raccoon one. Since
Well, I can't tell. I mean, I can't really tell who's doing Rocky Raccoon.
We're gonna do
Got
our
all your
research
sign up, so you
properly.
can't. It's all in
So-
alphabetical order. I'm through the D's, and I haven't recognized the name on there.
No, nobody we know is doing it, huh?
Yeah, so we'll do a
Rocky-
good wrap up next week.
Have any of y'all done it? Have you done that one, Jeff?
I have not done Rocky Raccoon.
That's in Texas, right?
Yep, that's out in Texas. It could almost be like long haul. It's loops, and it can be cold, and it can be. Last year it was muddy. The year before it was absolutely freezing out there. I think it was down around 15, 20 degrees. I've had last year, Luis Gomez did it, and Joanne Fisher. The year before, my buddy Omar did it. It's on my list. I just haven't made it out there to do it. So long haul and Black Canyon always get in the way of Rocky Raccoon.
Arnold gets in the way of a lot from what I hear.
Yeah, but you know what? It's good to get that Western States qualifier out of the way. So,
Yep.
Aaron, was that your first Western States qualifier?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
Exactly.
you're in one ticket. You
That's
only
it.
need 2 to get in.
So you'll get in before Jeff, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Just don't go near him if you get in.
I got my
I'll get another ticket.
point zero zero
Hey.
something.
Yeah.
Now Jeff's gonna get in on that charity bib. That what do they call it? 9 years. We feel bad for you now.
So I figured when I'm 50, I'll have 256 tickets.
Wow.
Your automatic wait list.
That's if I don't get in next year. I'll have 64 next year. And so I just told my age. I'm 3 years away from 50. Yeah. All right, let's tackle Forgotten Florida. We got in Christmas, Florida. That's where it's at, 100 mile. They got 115 racing in the 100 miler.
My
Looks like
money's on Luke.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Luke Turilla, or
Yeah, Lucas Vidal. He's coming back a week. 2 weeks after long haul. He's
Wow.
running another 100 miler.
I think
Yeah,
he's
we
taking
be
this one
running
easy.
it with Nick.
Li-
Right.
listen, Luke saying he's taking it easy still means he's going to beat 99% of the people out there.
Yeah, I know.
He told me he was gonna run it with Nick Urera. I might be saying that wrong. Urena. I'm a terrible friend. And he was going to make Nick run sub 22 hours, and they were going to get it done.
Let's go, Nick.
I texted Nick and
Hang
told
on.
him to listen, we're gonna mention him. Man, you better put us. No, I think
Just
Nick
need to hang on. He'll be all right. He can
I
do it.
think Nick has.
Ultra sign up has Luke doing 23:12.
Yeah, that's wrong.
No.
Do you know there's a couple of people on there, Marty, from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them, not the number one guy, I don't know him, but the next one from Macon, which is Ryan Griffin. He's one of my biggest customers. He's a builder developer in my area.
Oh, that was
Buys
the guy
a
you were
lot.
talking about.
Yeah, he buys a whole lot of tile from me.
Ah,
Marty, you live in Macon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran into, there's a race that the people that put on Bootlegger have a half marathon and a marathon, trail marathon they do on the same trail as Bootlegger, and it's in January. It might be last weekend. It might have been last week. Yeah, it was last weekend. And anyway, he had never, all the years that I've dealt with him, he was not a runner. But just in the last 2 or 3 years, he got involved. There's a group called F3 that are like a group of men. They're like, they pray together and work out together. They're like hardcore in that you don't do every day you must do at least 45-minute workout outside, regardless of the weather or whatever. But anyway, they're a real tight knit unit, and I think he was involved with them. But anyway, I saw him at that race 2 years ago doing his first half marathon. And then this past year, like 24, he was there doing his first marathon. And look at him now, 100 miles.
here's that. Do you think that's a whole group coming down from Macon, Georgia? Because there's
Yeah,
like
I'm
6
sure
or 7.
that's those guys that work out together.
Okay.
But he's done a 50 miler over at Pine Mountain, I think, or 46 or something like that. And
Which
he's
one?
done
Which
an
one do you say
Ironman.
it was, Brad?
Huh?
Which runner was that?
Ryan is the one that I know.
Okay.
Well, I will say I know I will be out there pacing a different Luke Torillo, if I said his last name correctly. I've never gotten clarification on that, but I'm seeing a lot of people out here that I recognize. Where you've got Ryan and Melanie, who are PTC veterans. They just did the Moccasin 24 back in December. I'm actually looking forward to seeing my buddy Jeff Torres, who he has been putting in a lot of work. Like, he's dropped a ton of weight. He's gone from like a mid 20-minute 5K to like a sub 18-minute 5K this year. So he's doing
in the
like
100.
he's in the
Sweet.
100. So
I see his name now.
he's somebody to look out for.
He's a great
Yeah,
guy. Man. He's a
What
good
was he
dude.
out at Chris Stengel's Christmas race?
Yes.
Okay. That's how
I tried. I could not it got canceled this year. Like, if I had known how close I was to catching him like 2 years ago, I would have booked it. But he had me that year. So like,
No, he like doubled up in like a year. He went from like being down here to way up here quick.
Yeah, he basically he got a fitness coach, a running coach. He started dieting. He does a lot of like help out for like I forget what the name of that organization is, the Spartans, that they help people with disabilities complete the courses and stuff. So like, he's a really good dude. But also, yeah, you've got Nick,
Adam Savant, Adams,
yeah,
someone to look at.
Savo, I believe. Is that
Yeah.
I don't know if he's done a race. Has he done a race
Adam
since
Savo.
his
He
wife
hasn't
had
done
the
in a while,
kid?
but he's tough. I got him.
Oh
up
yeah.
Yeah.
there. And Joe Pattery, he won.
Joe Pittore, he's the one that got the assist with
Yeah,
Andy at
he did real well on a couple
Alaskans.
long ones.
Alaskans this year. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he podiumed at Forgotten Florida last year.
Yeah.
I think he was in at least the top 5. Also, right up under him, Sam Atherton, that's former Miles with Marty guest, and he won the Conquer Last Man Standing last year.
Yep.
$10,000.
The nasty one. Yeah. Yeah. Joe is a run fluent runner with Chris.
Right.
I think Chris said he's going to be out. He's hosting the big aid station at Charlie Lake. I don't know how far that is into the race, so he'll be out there all weekend.
How about Emily Daycock coming out 2 weeks off a long haul?
Yeah,
so
she was 13th.
And Emily's
yeah,
I paced her for 20 miles at long haul, and she's a solid runner during the day. She's not that good on the technical terrain, so that's my only worry for her at Forgotten Florida, because on like a flat course or a paved, like a loop or something, she put up some good miles in a 12-hour. She put 70 miles in a 12-hour down in South Florida. So she's got the skill, but the technical terrain might trip her up a bit overnight.
Well, yeah, gonna have to run faster in a day.
Yeah, that's what she did at long haul. She ran really, and she ended up she lost a lot of time overnight, but she's still sub 24 hour and got lost. So
were you pacing her when she got lost?
I'm sorry.
Were you pacing her when she got lost?
No. I did that last year.
She's the one that got her unlost, right?
I had to go get her unlost and make up some miles.
Well, I gotta ask, did she get lost coming out of Boots and Saddles?
No, she kept missing the yellow loop. So at the group camp, so I guess you don't say she got lost. She was cutting the course, but not on purpose. Yeah. So she was going around the camp and then circling right back out instead of doing the loop. But Andy and Justin noticed, and Andy was nice enough to let her, to make up and everything. So she still got 100 miles, still finished the same course. We just did it in a little bit of a different way. We got to know that yellow loop real well, going around and around and
Hey,
around.
now this guy
Yeah.
Craig Booth is no joke either.
The what?
Craig Booth, if you look him up,
Craig Booth.
he's won River to Sea. He put 64 miles in 12 hours there.
He's
He's come third in the Octopus 122.
Wait. Oh.
Oh.
Is this his first hunt?
Yeah, he did Vera Octopus.
Oh, okay, I see that.
22. And then he's
Which
done a bunch of 50Ks at Osprey, and he's got good times. He's
looks
beat
like
me.
the course.
I know his name because he always beats me.
The course is going to be real dry. Normally, what they call it, the Devil's Swamp area over there is mucky disaster, but they should be real fast this year, I would think.
Yeah.
Easier than normal. You know?
I'm still not wearing my good running shoes when I'm out pacing, just in case.
I guess the aid station at Chris is at it's miles 63, 69, and 85. So I don't know if you keep looping around to it. I'm not familiar with the course.
It's beautiful out there.
I've run an aid station out there twice, but I was in the same spot, so I don't really know the course that well either, just where I was. And I was at the end of the Devil's Swamp, so everybody coming out of there was looking like death.
I'm looking at anybody look at the 50 miler. You got
I didn't recognize anybody, honestly.
Whitney Dancaster's in there. Christian Mills, he was working the aid station at Long Haul, your aid station, Craig, I think when you were out pacing.
So Jesus Bravo is one of my guys.
Who is it?
He's in there. Jesus Bravo.
Yeah. How's he gonna do?
He's a triathlete. He's a good runner.
He's a young guy.
Yeah, he's tough. I just got off the phone with him about half hour ago. He's all getting pumped up. He's going to be doing the Keys too, and he's trying to get in Leadville.
Trying to get into Leadville or
Badwater?
No, Leadville.
Leadville. Why would you do Keys to get into Leadville?
Well, he's going to
go run one of their shorter races and get some volunteer hours. Apparently,
I'm not buying into it. I am not.
What he wants to do.
I am not drinking her Kool-Aid at Leadville. I either get in from the lottery or I don't run it. So I really wanted to go out this year, but
this True Sterling, I know him. I met him up in Barclays. He's in the 50. He's from Miami. He's a solid runner. He finished Barkley fall.
They got Whitney down there. Like I would expected her name to be up a little higher, but
is she the first female that pops up? No.
Let me just look at females.
No, there's a bunch of females.
Jay Sparling.
There's like
Delaney Sagal. Anybody know her?
Who?
Delaney Sagal. She's above Whitney, but she's from Gainesville.
She's from Gainesville, yeah. And Cynthia Robbs from Virginia.
My crew from Long Haul is running the 50, the two ladies, Amber and Danica.
Okay.
Nice.
Danica is the one that finished with me, and Amber was with me for Loop 5.
They at Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's a training run for Danica. She's getting ready to do the Southern States 200.
Is she the one you guys doing it together?
Huh?
Is she the one you've been doing it? You're going to do it with? Didn't you have someone you were doing it with?
I were, but big announcement is I am pulling out of it. I'm not.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm not in any. I'm not in the physical.
Is that a coaching call?
Yeah, pretty much. I agreed with her though. I mean,
Victoria putting the boots down.
Well, she didn't insist. She left it up to me, but she told me she didn't think I was ready, and I agreed. I believe I could do it and finish, but I believe I would pay for it for like a month or two afterward because I'm not. I haven't had time. My knees kept me from training properly for long haul, and so it just kind of set me behind. And so,
did they let you defer, or do you lose out? Or
well, it was I didn't have to pay for the registration anyway. It's a trade thing, and so I'm just going to treat it. I'm just going to crew her and get her through it,
Oh, that's
And
good.
treat it like we did the 100 miles with Marty thing. Just kind of promote it. She's
Yep.
got a fundraiser. When she was training for the 100 mile with Marty thing, she lost her brother to suicide while she was
Oh.
training. And so she's going to be raising money for Bigger Than the Trail in his honor during the race.
Well,
All right, let's talk about Death at DuPuis.
Ooh.
hour.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's DuPuis, not
Yeah,
DuPuis.
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 Doopy.
No R.
Doopy.
Man, there's a lineup there coming in.
Look at that. The first two are women. Let's see a woman take this. That would be so awesome.
Yeah,
How's
and
that?
it is some strong women at that race too.
Yeah, there's a lot of women up top.
Andrea Maynor is the lady from Chile that I interviewed on the podcast last year after it, and she was on the German Backyard Ultra World Championship team.
Okay.
She's originally from Germany, but she lives and works in Chile.
Wow.
Yes, we got
And
Loanne, Brenda,
she
Sandy
studied
D's
the
down
stars.
there.
I mean, you got
Wait, hold
several
on.
coming off of
So Brenda and Loanne are probably two of the toughest women I know.
Right. They both
So-
are solid as rocks.
You want to talk about tough? It looks like so Adam Savo is running both Forgotten Florida and Death at DuPuis on the same day. So I don't know how he's going to do that.
He's gonna do
There
the
was two, aren't you?
in between yard. He's gonna do like 30-minute yards and then run up there and
Right up there.
Run one loop DNF and then go to the other race. Yeah.
So Zach Spano, I know this guy. He was at
He's fast.
East River. He got in second place, and then he was second place when we did Skunk Gate when Sean smoked us all.
Yeah.
He's fast guy. We'll see how long he can last. I
Two
expect
two
him
and
to
a
last
half
forever.
hour marathon
I-
guy.
Is
yeah,
Clapper
but
doing this?
fast doesn't mean anything.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
And see,
he's
I
tough,
wanna
man. He's tough.
actually I'll get on a soapbox real quick. On one of the female ultra running Facebook pages, some woman asks, why aren't there more women signing up for backyards? And all of these women come, I'm not fast enough, I'm not fast enough. And it was just such a heartbreaking thing to read 200 comments of women saying that they're not good enough to do this format because they've never ran a sub 24 100. And you don't have to have ran a sub 24 hour 100 for one. And a lot of people run their first sub 24 hour in this format. If you can run a 12-minute mile or even a 13-minute mile, you don't have to think about it having 10 minutes at the end of the loop. You only need enough time for a turnaround. And if you've got a crew,
I agree with you.
it's
Go ahead.
just, yeah. So, and then to see all these women is great. I just want to share this on that page because I think a lot of women cut themselves short when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be and statistically speaking, the people who come in the fastest are almost never the ones that actually win.
Well, you look at
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to
what
say.
does Shally, Marty, what does Shally do? He's right around
he's like
48 minutes.
51 minutes every time.
51 minutes.
48 to 52 is what I told Aaron. And
he-
fast guys do not do good in this. I mean, they do good if they can control themselves, but they go out there
burn
running fast
themselves
and
out.
last. This format is not for fast people. It's for
Right.
steady people. I mean, fast does do nothing in this type of race.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
Shay's gonna
Steady,
do good.
calm, and controls what's going to get you in.
Exactly.
Shay's gonna do good. He won one of them in Texas. I don't know which one
Yeah.
it was, but
She's a tough dude.
he's pretty
He's a
tough.
tough dude. He completed. Oh no, he didn't complete it, but he got a long way into the immolation this
He's
summer.
the only immolation's the only race that I ever saw him really struggle at. You know,
And he
and
was
he
banged up from
hates
Vera.
running in sand. You know, and that's his
Yeah,
downside.
but he that just survived 125 is no joke for
No,
sure.
he crushed me. You
Every
know, which-
time he's been to that course, he's won.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I read
He won
Lake
Lake the Ocean and just survived. So,
Yeah.
and that's like the toughest course in Florida.
It was
Um,
funny. Just survive. He was worried about me because I was in second place so long, and I'm like, dude, you didn't need to worry about me. I was about 10 hours behind you, falling
right.
apart. I have nothing.
That's still a heck of a finish, though, buddy.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
you
it.
got to keep something. You got to have something in your head to keep you moving, or you get lazy.
How about Julian Long?
He's
Yeah,
strong.
yeah, he
Yeah,
won
he's
it.
scary
Just
too.
survived last year.
Yeah,
Well, he
he's,
also went
He's a
across
strong
Florida
one.
under 48 hours.
Yeah, he crushed
Right.
across Florida and Lake to Ocean. He passed me when I was falling apart, and he had his arms out flying like an airplane when he passed me. It was hilarious. Talk about, I just
miling
wanted to lay
away.
on the ground and cry. He's
You have
tough.
Tuan showing up. Tuan hasn't
Down
raced
there.
since 2022.
Juan has won PTC, in case you didn't know.
Oh, he has?
He has. He won it one year.
Yeah, now he's looks like he's coming back.
Yeah, I asked.
Oh,
I
he
had
might tax the trail too.
I had a conversation this week with the Ninja Lewis because he's in it too,
Oh, yeah.
and I said, "So you got a crew?" And he said, "No." He said, "Juan's gonna run some miles, and then he may hang around and crew."
I almost signed up just to run a couple loops.
a
But
fun.
then I was like, I'll keep going and hurt myself, and I want to be good at Black
No,
Canyon.
it'd be fun. I'd like to get down there some year.
Speaking of
Yeah, I
speaking
don't
of
know
running
if
a couple
y'all,
loops,
if any of you
Aaron.
all follow Doug Mail.
I was just gonna bring up Doug.
Yes.
But he's been very meticulous with his training for this. He's like taking a scientific approach, so it'll be interesting to see how well he does.
What
He's
do they
gonna be
call him?
great.
The king of analytics.
Well, he
Right.
won Wickham Park, which I think, I mean, like he got the rock for that one. So
Yeah, I think he's the last person to finish. Well, I think that was last year he did Wickham Park. So
He's steady and in control, and that's what this format requires.
yes,
um,
he does 50Ks for fun.
yeah.
50
Doesn't
milers for
everybody?
fun.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, but there's no
Somebody
medal or
that's-
buckle involved. Like he just
I
does
know.
it on Tuesday. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna run the 75-mile loop today.
Now here's something curious. When I refresh, Jonathan Kerr's not on there anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
That's
see.
why, Bobby
might
Joe,
drop.
when you said the girls are top two, it was
Mhm.
Lowe,
Yeah.
Jonathan
Lowe
Kerr,
and
and then
Brenda.
Brenda. Jonathan Kerr's not. I don't know. I'm curious if he just pulled out of the race.
breaking news.
Little ticker.
Are
He
you
might still
texting
be
him,
sore
Scott?
from that long haul performance, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure long haul might have.
I know that last loop he was moving, but he didn't look happy.
Well, does anybody look happy on the last loop?
No.
Maybe the
Scott
last
did.
mile.
Yeah, Johnny Parker is a speedster, and he's if he has his mind wrapped, like if he accepts that he's in there to win it, he's a different guy. Sometimes he just goes out to run some, and he's okay with that. But he's a
Johnny's
beast.
good dude.
Yeah.
Nick Urane is in the chat. I wonder if you heard us talking about him.
Spider sense was
What if he
tingling.
just joined in?
So this Olin Dalton guy, he's run Funnest, I believe. I remember his name.
Olin's the St. Pete guy. Works at St. Pete Running. He's St. Pete
Yeah.
Running Company.
Yeah, I remember him being.
He's done
really good dude.
PTC. He's a pretty nice guy, good runner.
He did
So
Funnest 30K in 2:55. So
yeah,
I remember him. I think he after the race he finished. I think he went and bought peanut butter and a bunch of stuff for us. I think that was
at which race?
Funnest.
Oh yeah. So he'll be I used to go toe to toe with Olin at what are those races called? Pinellas Trail and Dirty Bear. We used to
Badass and
yeah.
yeah, I'm doing a winter like Baldwin coming up soon. So
Yep. He's been around for, I mean, he was third place at PTC in 2017 with a 7:02, which is pretty fast time.
Well, Aaron's in the race.
Yep. Yeah.
What's your goal, Aaron? Just to have fun?
I'd like to last 2 days, but we'll see. Leo Costa officially named me as the dark horse for this race.
You got to get on a plane Tuesday.
Tuesday morning, I got a plane to go to Black Canyon, so I'm gonna be done before Tuesday morning. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. We got to Marty. I gotta text. I gotta email Leo just to see how the cell coverage is down there, or if they have power and stuff. So,
Yeah, I
I'm
know
curious.
they.
Curious if Mike Melton will have what's that thing called? That satellite thing you have, Scotty?
Starlink.
Starlink. So,
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
down there. I'm
I
going
think
down
I
there at
hear
some point so I
live.
can tune in.
One person that I wanted to mention, well, two really, Sandy V. Burris. She's always
Yeah, she's strong.
in it.
Mhm.
But as far as the men, Michael Straczynski, if you look at I saw him at Falaskin's this year, and I clicked on his results, and he only got credit for like 45 miles at Falaskin's, but he did way more than that. He got real close to 100, and each time he came in, it was like he would have like 30 seconds or a minute left to the restart, and you would think, "Oh,
58:30.
he's done." But he would go over there and fall out in his chair and get like, refill his, because Jeff Stevens was crewing him, and he would refill his bottle, and bam, there it would be back in there and start. He restarted at least 5 times after we thought he was out. He was just a warrior in there. So I
Yeah, he's
expect
a
to
tough dude too. You don't give
put
up.
everything on the line.
all right. Before we get off at Death of Dupree, how many yards is it going?
205.
205
Sorry for
yards?
that.
Miles.
Yeah, so it's like 51 yards.
Oh,
51
wait.
yards? Is that what you
50,
said, Bobby Joe?
Yeah.
I'll say 51.
51.
I have faith in these women.
I think we're
Put
going
in
to
the chat. Put in the chat what you think also.
Where?
No, I
Not
said
you.
if you're like if you're watching
Talking the YouTube.
how many yards do we think Death of Dupree's going?
I think he's
Anybody?
going 73.
73?
Man,
There's some tough
Man.
dudes in this field, and they're going to feed off of each other. I'm telling you, they're going to go forever.
Yeah, for real. I think it's going to go 70 plus, 70 to 80.
what did it go last year? 43?
43.
47? 40? Was it 43?
Yeah. I don't think it'll make it that far this year. I'm predicting 41.
That'd be awesome.
$1, Bob.
41 for Marty.
$1.
1 yard.
Craig, did you come up with one?
Oh no, that's why I said it's Price is Right rules. So I'm going to say 1.
1.
Good feeling. I don't know, because every year these things, they go further and further and further.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the
The only
big
thing
world
it looks
solo
like
this
it's going to
year.
be a little warmer than last year. So
True. I didn't even look at that. That could make a difference.
supposed to be in the 80s, I think, during the day. And so
Yeah, but some of these guys, it ain't gonna phase them. They're running. These guys can run
Land's not
fast,
gonna-
but they're running slow. So they're
Yeah.
not even trying.
Yeah,
you know?
as long as
Me
Lowe's
too.
ready, as long as she's completely recovered from long haul,
It takes it easy.
perfect faith in her.
She survived Arbuckle, so
Yeah.
I don't know if she ever gets tired.
No, just a little
You
tiny
didn't
top.
see her at Arbuckle.
We
Yeah,
talking
you
about
didn't-
low?
you didn't see her at Arbuckle, yeah.
And
Yeah.
like four
Yeah,
weeks
she's
after
tired.
DuPuis, she's doing like a 48-hour race.
Yeah, we're talking about that 48-hour race. She's the one that scares me. Clapper doesn't scare me.
Are you doing
Clapper
it now?
does scare me, but Mike, but Lowe is the one that she scares the heck out of me on that one. She's gonna
Her saves the daylight.
What's that? Yeah,
Saves the daylight.
It'll be a fun race if she's in it, Clapper, if I go down there and Mike goes down there. It'll be a fun 48-hour race.
They
Got a guy
chance
doing
of
the
giving out
24.
that 200 buckle, to one or two people, 3.
That pisses me off because it just wants me. I just want to go get it. So, all right, I'm going with Marty said 41. I'm going with 46. So,
73.
all right.
I got faith in
can
these
get
guys.
back. I'm hoping it'll end before early enough so I can get back home in time to go to work on Tuesday, which would 48 would be well, say 52 probably be about the limit for me. It's
I
a
remember that
500
year,
mile drive.
a couple of years ago, Harvey kept having to call from the Worlds and World Championships and kept changing his flight. I think he called like 3 times.
All right, Nick Uranus at 54. No. All right, let's talk about Black Canyon course, because we got what Craig's running it, Scott's running, and Aaron's running it. Marty, you did the
Nice.
60K a few years ago,
I did,
and I have done
and
the
I volunteered at the 100K.
or the
at
yeah.
Bumblebee.
What's
So all y'all are doing the 100K?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I've run it 3 times. I got 3 belt buckles, and we were talking about it earlier. I got a belt buckle in my shower. It's
100K belt buckle. Can we talk about that first?
the what?
So the 100K belt buckle. Can we talk about that first?
There you
These are
go,
all
right
my
there.
belt buckles. My 100Ks are over there and in my shower. So my
It
Bandera,
is
my
pretty.
200Ks, another one over there. And
I
then,
don't know though. I don't know. I want
and
to
then I
play
have this
the
two
purist
bit.
card.
I don't even know what the hell to
I've
do
got
with
a
this
51 mile belt buckle.
What do I do with this belt buckle?
What's that one?
The Cross Tennessee, that virtual COVID.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you got it. I didn't get the buckle. I didn't pay for it. I did the one.
I don't. It's in a drawer that I never look in. Yes, I don't wear my 100K belt buckles unless I'm going to Black Canyon, and then I'll wear the Black Canyon one. So great course. I've run it 3 times. I got to crew it last year, so I got to see crewing side and pacing on it. Which wave are you guys in?
Second wave.
Second? Are y'all in second wave?
I believe so.
All right.
Yes.
And then are you guys taking the buses up?
No, we're getting dropped off.
You're gonna get dropped off. Okay.
I got a
Yeah,
taxi cab.
Well, I tried to convince them because as you know, Jeff, because you did it the same year I did, that it is freaking freezing, and those buses drop you off like an hour and a half before the race starts.
Yeah.
Cold up there.
Yeah, to the point where they actually, the nice thing is this race has an aid station at the start, but you'll need it because you're sitting there. I was sipping hot tea, like boiling hot tea for an hour just because I needed to warm up. Because even with 3 layers on, it's this Florida blood, it didn't work.
Oh yeah.
I'm just shivering the whole time. But as soon as the sun comes up, you're peeling stuff off, putting on ice bandanas.
Yep. So in the old days, they used to open up the gym, and then they did away with that once COVID hit. So you used to be able to go into the school and then come out. Last year was a delayed start because they had snow at the start of the race, and so the buses wouldn't drive through the snow until they cleared the road. And it wasn't deep snow; it was just they just didn't. No comment on that. So, all right. So you start on a track. If there is snow or a little bit of rain, it's going to be muddy on that track, and then you right off the. If I can give you any advice, be towards the front, because you start out, you run around the school, and right on the backside of the school, you have a cattle fence you go through. So it bottlenecks up there pretty quickly. Unless every year I keep thinking they're going to change that area and make it a little bit wider to get through, because you jump on a quick single track down to the road, but it will bottleneck there. So if you can be towards the front as you get around the backside of school. Yeah, Scott.
How long do we have until we get to this bottleneck?
Half a mile to 3/4 of a mile.
Okay, so there's plenty of time to get up.
Yeah.
It's not like
you don't have to be right out front. Because listen, once you get down that single track, you open up onto a road, and you're on a road for about I think 3 miles. Until it's kind of the paved road. You're on paved road, so it kind of, you got some rollers, and then you jump onto the dirt roads, and it's a double. It's a dirt road, and you basically take that for maybe a mile or two before you jump onto the single track. So that's the other thing, is you want to make sure you're in good position when you hit the single track, because
Yeah.
it's hard to pass on that single track. And if you have to go to the bathroom and you're looking for a tree, it's the desert. There are no trees out there.
Yeah, it's just cactus. Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
was
you're not
watching
gonna.
videos for like 3 hours the other night and sending them to Aaron, going, "Man, look at this. This looks easy." But everybody's like, "It looks easy." It ain't.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah.
The first 20 miles are just it's fun, but then when you leave that Bumblebee aid station, it's like rocky and technical for a little ways, and so
Yeah.
you just got to get past that without trashing your legs. And
Yeah. So the first aid station at 7.7 miles in, you're doing a little. You're kind of doing a little bit of climbing, not much, but it's you really don't hit the downhill till after you get past Antelope Mesa into Hidden Treasure. Um, at 12.9, it's a fun downhill from 7.7 into Bumblebee. You'll go through Hidden Treasure all the way down to Bumblebee. You're going in and out of canyons. It's a slight downhill. It's beautiful trail. I mean, it's beautiful scenery. And that's where you could get, that's where you can blow up your quads. You're just moving very easily, and it's fun trails all the way down into Bumblebee, coming down into Bumblebee.
Yeah, Scott, slow down.
be careful, because there are rocks, so you will trip. I don't know. Did I tell you, Jeff, what happened to me in my race? So I won't spend too much time on it, but basically, so I had a bottle that blew up. So I was trying to fix it and I didn't stop. So I was like moving and trying to fix my bottle on my vest. Fixed the bottle, immediately kicked a rock, threw the bottle into the bushes, and then sliced my hand open at about mile 20. So I was running for about 4 miles with my hand bleeding. Like I cut a square inch out of the palm, just like peeled the whole skin off, and was just like, like until I got to the 60K. They had no aid that they could help me with. So just watch for rocks.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have to pay. You definitely have to pay attention. I've seen a few people go down pretty hard.
It's
trail.
nasty.
So,
yeah,
because you're dipping down into gullies and then coming back up. But enjoy those. The trails are fun. Just don't blow yourself up.
On the technical parts with the slidey rocks, how does that compare to, like, say, Tennessee or North Carolina trails? Because they're
I think
rough too.
It's probably about the same. It's just a little bit dustier on it.
More clay.
The rocks are like baseballs. They literally the round base, and you're gonna kick the shit out of these rocks.
Yeah. It's not like a ton of scree, but there is scree on the trail. Just
I've run it in Clifton, so I've run it in pretty much. I think every year I've run it in road shoe with it's not technical. It's just fun trails. So you'll come down into Bumblebee. Do you guys have crew going out?
Olivia will be out there, yeah.
Okay. So you'll come down into Bumblebee, great aid station, a lot of people down there. Definitely grab some food in there. When you come out of Bumblebee, there's a pretty good climb going up right out of Bumblebee.
Yeah, I'm looking at the profile.
Yeah, I have the profile up. Where's Bumblebee? Yeah,
it goes for about probably 10K out of Bumblebee, where it's up and down, and it's a little more rocky.
Right out of Bumblebee, you have a pretty good climb, but it's only maybe 3/4 of a mile. So if you're coming out of Bumblebee and you're going to eat some food, just grab the food and eat it while you're walking up the hill. Yeah, because then after Bumblebee, I call it the worst part of the trail. It's just you're kind of going around the side of a mountain, and it's just you're cutting in and out. You can see a road down below. I just hate that section. That's where I blew up
the flat section from the mine aid to to the next downhill?
Bumblebee to Gloriana.
Oh, okay. That whole
And then even farther down to, well, and then a little bit past Gloriana. It's just, you're just running along the edge of there's not climbing, but you're just running along the edge. So the problem is, if you're not used to Arizona, you don't sweat out there.
No.
So if you're not sweating, you don't realize you're losing salt. And then all of a sudden it just hits you. So you guys need to, even if it's cold out, even if it's 65, 70, that sun is beating on you. You guys gotta take salt in. That's what blew up my race a few years ago. Is I literally was done at 26 miles, but I needed the Western States qualifier, so I toughed it out all the way to the end. But that section down to Gloriana, it's a little tough. The next section, Gloriana at 24 down to Deep Canyon, that's 7 miles. So this is a new aid station they threw in last year, where your crew can be. So this Craig, you haven't seen this section.
No.
You used to go into Black Canyon City was the big aid station. It's still an aid station, but your crew now goes to Deep Canyon Ranch. Hoping the river you have to cross a river with your vehicle. So hopefully the river's down. Last year we were able to get through, but it could be iffy depending on how high the river is, if crew can get out there.
In 2021, when we did it, the river was a stream for the part where we crossed the river, so I didn't get to experience that part.
Yeah, no, they added, they didn't get the permits to go into Black Canyon City, so now Deep Canyon Ranch is the big aid.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. They have it's pretty neat to come into. But you guys, if you're hitting that in the midday, 24 Gloriana Mine down to Deep Canyon Ranch, you could run out of water. It's you'll go through it quick. The only thing that saved me there is there's always a mining company that will set out pallets of water out there, and I always grab a bottle of water. And that's always helped. So
so you're telling me one handheld ain't gonna cut it?
Ain't gonna.
No.
Well, I always had one. And then I always ran out on this section. I always got a bottle of water from that mining company, but you can't depend on it being there. So I would maybe have, like, if you have a collapsible bottle, at Gloriana, fill it up all the way so you can get all the way down to Deep Canyon Ranch. The next section, Deep Canyon Ranch, you're just basically going up the mountain and then coming back down in the Black Canyon City, and there's an aid station down there. And that's an out and back on that section. Black Canyon City at 37 over to Cottonwood Gulch 46. You need water on that section.
Now, you said that you hated that other section. I hated this section because this is where that Jeep road is.
It's a big climb, isn't it?
The Jeep road's right before that.
Is it? It might have changed, because I just distinctly remember there's one point around the Black Canyon trailhead where there's just this guy. You're at the top of the road and you just see this Jeep road dip down and then climb back out. And
I think you're going to hit that between Deep Canyon and Black Canyon City, or before you come into Deep Canyon. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like rollers and it just goes down. Actually, when I paced last year from Deep Canyon Ranch, we hit that between Deep Canyon and Black Canyon City. You'll hit those Jeep roads.
Okay, I wrote it in my notes when I did it, so maybe I put it in the wrong section, but I put it between Black Canyon and Cottonwood.
I mean, there's more and more mining for mining trucks.
Yeah.
Black Canyon City, you're basically gonna come out of Black Canyon City and you're going uphill, and then you go up over the mountain and then you dip down to the river. You cross the river. I don't know what the water level is this year. I've done it where it's been knee deep. I've done it when there's no, I think 2021 we had no water.
Yeah, there was no, it was like a trickle.
Yeah, you just basically went across it. It's not bad if you go through it. A lot of times if it's hot, it's
you want it to be high. Yeah.
But that section is is if you're going out during the day, like you hit it about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you're heading out from there, you need extra water. It is that's where the biggest climb on the course comes. Right after you cross the river, you're hitting switchbacks going all the way up. I think it's about an 800-foot climb. At the river, you're at 1,800 feet, and you peak out at 2,400. So, what's that? Who wants to do the math?
650.
Yeah.
650.
So I mean, it's a pretty good climb coming out. So just power hike it. You're gonna get over it, and then you have downhill all the way down to Cottonwood Gulch. But I've always run out of water with 2 bottles going, but I've always hit it pretty early at like 2 o'clock going into that. Cottonwood Gulch, that's usually a pretty good aid station. You'll go down to the river again, and then you climb up to Table Mesa, and that's another crew stop. So, and it's not that section's pretty easy. Cottonwood Gulch 46 to what's Table Mesa?
51.
51. Yeah. So that's a pretty easy section. I always enjoyed that section. Make sure you guys have your headlamp. You might need your headlamp coming out of make sure you have your headlamp available. You might want to pick it up at Deep Canyon Ranch at 31 miles.
I'm trying to be done before the sun goes down.
I've done it once. I've done it once.
And it's going to be looking at the moon phases. Like it's not going to be a full moon or anything close. So when it's dark, it's dark. You're not going to see anything.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you guys are in wave 2, so
7:30.
You're not going out. I did it in wave 1, and I was the last person to finish without a headlamp, and I needed the headlamp. I just didn't want to put it on. Craig, your dog's peeing on the tombstone. Just kidding.
Classic.
And then Table Mesa will have Table Mesa to what's that aid station? Doe Springs.
Doe Spring.
Yeah, how many miles is that?
It's another 6 or 7. It's 58.7. So
yeah,
51,
59. So you're about 8 miles. You have some pretty good climbing. You have some pretty good climbing in there. And it's runnable, but it's a little. I mean, you're gonna be taking your time going into Doe Springs. The last couple miles is downhill, but if it's dark out, you're watching where you're footing. You're hitting rocks. It's
Jeff, I've been death marching for 2 hours by now.
Yeah. There's got energy. I mean,
ain't running nothing.
Yeah. And then you got 3 miles to the finish line from Doe Springs, and it's an easy 3 miles going in. If you got something left, I've always run it really well. Doe Springs into the finish.
I just remember there was this guy that was huffing and puffing like loudly in the desert, and I'm like, could you either pass me or just drop dead? Because frankly, I'm sick of hearing you going.
You said that?
I didn't say that to him. That's what I was thinking. I was too tired to say it to him.
I was like, so my big advice when it's make sure you have plenty of water. You will run out of water.
How much do you think, Jeff?
I always did with one handheld, except for at Black Canyon City when there used to be crew there. I picked up a second handheld and ran with two handhelds. You may need that second handheld though from Gloriana down to Deep Canyon Ranch. I think Gloriana, Craig, I'm trying to remember what aid station you look at it and it's straight up to the aid station.
That's Black Canyon City.
I can't remember, but
I want to say,
is it one of the bigger ones? Because it
might not even be on there anymore. I thought it's not Gloriana.
Well, there was a Soap Creek, which was ups and downs, but it's not on the list anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, so. I don't think it's on there anymore. But there was an aid station. You literally went straight up to it. It was after Gloriana, so they took out the aid station between Gloriana and Deep Canyon Ranch. It might still be on the course. They're just not an aid station. It's just a steep climb going up. So All right. Other advice I give you guys is when you finish, you can't park at the finish line. You got to take buses from the finish line down to the mall down in Anthem. So your crew has to take the bus up there. So make sure your drop bag that you have at the finish line has warm clothes in it. It will be cold and you will be freezing, especially if one of you guys finishes before the others, you're going to be very cold. So make sure you have warm clothes in that bag. You can't get warm at that finish line on that. I sat there and froze. I sat by the fire years. Waiting on people. It's miserable.
Yeah, and it has a good aid station though. But you just have to get into your warm clothes
You got
ASAP.
pants, you got long sleeves, you got beanie, whatever you need. Because when that sun goes down, it will get cold. So remember that too. Make sure you got warm clothes. I haven't looked at the weather yet out there for you guys, but other than that, you guys are going out on Tuesday?
I'm going out Tuesday. I have some
I'm going
clients out
Wednesday.
there, and I'm gonna go hiking and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going out until Thursday evening. So after work.
I'm going Wednesday.
You're going what? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah. It's a that's a great area. So we got a group going out next year. So anybody who wants to go out to Black Canyon next year. So we always get a big house up in Anthem. It's a great race. So you guys will enjoy it. And the hype out there is pretty good. So if you go to YouTube, they've already been doing the Chasing Gold interviews.
Yeah, have you guys already sent in your questionnaires for the live streams? So
I didn't even see it.
they should have sent you like a little fill out a questionnaire thing in your email to say like, hey, just tell us about yourself, just in case they feature you at all in the.
You have to be elite like you, Craig. They know
sure.
I'm gonna be recovering from death at DuPuis. So
Okay, look, I gave them
We're all
my
saying Dupree.
Dupree.
Deaf and Dupree.
DuPuis.
no they.
So are we gonna talk? Does anybody have any predictions? I'm looking at the lists and
Pain.
49th place. I'm
Roll
shooting
it up.
for 49th. That's my goal.
well, we got some golden ticket. I mean, we got 6 golden tickets to give away.
You talking about Black Canyon?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Scott
I'm
Hoover's going for number 6.
I'm on a hot spot here, and my phone has got 2% battery. So
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, we could talk about that next week.
All right.
My prediction is I'm trying to go sub 13. So I think if I don't fall and cut my hand open, I can probably do that.
Is that what you're going for?
Just pack band-aids with you in your pack.
Yeah.
What did I do? What are my times?
You had
You
like
were
11 and a half.
11.
I'm trying to beat you, Jeff.
You beat me by like 3 hours. So
You had 11:30, I think, Jeff.
Is that my best?
I think
Somewhere in
so.
there.
That's the one that you finished before the sun went down.
Yeah.
11:38 or something.
Which was
like
incredibly. I didn't even know you, like, except for I'd met you like the day before, and Lewis told me like, "Oh yeah, Jeff's already done." I'm just like, that crushed me. So
We were at Packet Pickup and we walked over to the finish line. Me and Luis Gomez take pictures, and this guy's like, "Hey, can you take our picture?" And we're like, "Hey, were you wearing a shirt or something?"
no, you were wearing the brown long haul shirt.
Okay.
So, and I think we just both happened to be at the 60K finish line, I think, because that's right where Packet Pickup was back then. And it was just like, I'm like, oh, I flew all the way across the country, and then I run into Florida runners. So small world.
The first year I ran it, I came down into the 60K finish line right as the 60K winner was finishing, and they thought I was the winner.
Oh.
Nice.
Like, no, I still gotta go. So
So
cool deal.
11
Yeah,
people.
if you guys have any other questions, reach out to me. I'd love to give you some input. It's a great race. Enjoy it. Don't blow up. Don't start that death march at 26 miles like I did. You'll
That's a long way.
you have fun. So, but cool.
I appreciate it.
All right.
That'll
Well,
be
thank
fun.
you guys for joining.
Thank you for
Alrighty.
having us.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all have a good night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you get permission to go to Dupree?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Did you? So you're coming down Saturday?
Yeah, so I'll be coming down. I think I'm gonna drive down Saturday morning.
Okay.
I'm hoping even if I don't get there by the start time, I'll just set up whenever I get down there. Now, I don't know how long I'll be going, but at least this Sunday morning-ish, and then heading back up. So,
I'll
Yeah.
be there probably midday.
okay. Are you bringing your Starlink
Got
thing?
some- Or
I
if
think
you're not
so.
Jewish, I got some good food. I made a Boston butt yesterday, so I got some good food to eat there.
Nice.
Well, cool deal. Cool deal. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my daughter down, so we're excited.
I'll be there all day.
Have a
I'll be
nice
there
day.
for a few days.
I'll give you a pulled pork sandwich.
Oh man, that sounds good.
All right.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
I
Thank
gotta
you.
go get me some food. I'm about to starve.
All right. Talk to you guys later.